Alright guys, we will talk now about what's a trading strategy and how you will build one yourself. Marketing strategy is clear path that guides you how to enter and exit the market. It defines when you have to trade, what to trade, and why you have to trade it. And all of that is based on your rules that you have tested and trust. Use these based on your playbook and your journal that you have been created for the past week, past month. A good strategy remove your emotions and build consistency. If you don't have one, you're gonna open your phone every time, just pretty much just guessing. But if you have built a strategy and you're following every single day, you don't get stressed as much, and you pretty much just has like a little map where you know where you're failing, where you can improve, etc. So pretty much you start with the basics of trading. I started learning about the fundamentals, learning about candlesticks, learning about how to do your analysis and how was the price action and all the basic stuff. After that, you start learning about your risk management. You know, you should know how much you're willing to risk that day. How much are you willing to close your trade for profits. If you're gonna let them run, if you're gonna close for, you have a daily goal that you want to hit every single day. So you have to have that write down when, in any case, the market start shooting to your take profit and you're almost there, and you tell yourself in your notes that you're gonna close if the trade was close to your take profit. You gotta make sure you close your trade, because you gotta follow your rules and your trading strategy that you be doing. So there's a little quote here. Every trader don't focus on being right every time. They focus on protecting their account so they can keep trading with it. So sometimes you wanna put all your money in only one single session, when in 3 or 4 hours later the next session was the one that it was gonna do exactly what you was trying to do now. So you gotta have that strategy behind you, not just guessing and place a trade when you feel like it. So after you master your foundation, you have your foundation set in place, and you also know how to work with your capital. You need to start mastering consistency, and start working with your mindset as well. Strong mindset means you gotta stay calm whenever you're losing, and you gotta stay calm whenever you're winning. Both of them, you gotta train your brain to stay, in that mindset where you're trying to create a skill, you're trying to get better on your skill, other than how much money you're making. And the goal is to build consistency. That's using your journal. You start marking, your positive decisions, the good decisions that you be doing, and you gotta do more of those. And whatever you're doing wrong, you gotta minimize it as much as possible. And you gotta stay, with the strategy, and you gotta tune it. You can just be jumping from a strategy to a strategy. So best traders don't rely on luck; they rely on routine, patience, and discipline every single trade. They're trying to stay consistency with every single decision that you made behind the market. So I'm pretty sure you guys saw the playbook video and the introduction and the journal. So all that come to place where you guys gonna read how you brain is acting in the market, how you acting under stress, and slowly you'll be able to master your strategy within time. But it comes within time. It doesn't come overnight. So you need to start putting yourself into the market, start putting yourself into the stress to see where your brain and where you at as a human. Every person is different, and every person gets stressed different. Every person react different to situations in life. So you got to put yourself into the market, put your money into it, and start getting emotions. So you see where you at. But first, start with the foundation. Master your risk management first, so you don't be blowing your capital just because you want to test your emotions. And that's that's how you build a trading strategy. Remember, the key are the daily playbook and the journal. That's what you use to get data, what you have to change or where you have to improve.